coming out for our third singer-songwriter series. The series is hosted by the Joshua Tree Folk School, which will soon have a home at the Joshua Tree Retreat Center. But in the meantime, this is our temporary home, so thank you to Terry and Rollo for that. We have restrooms for that little door that says drama on it. Just in case you need that. There's iced tea in the back here. And without further ado, please enjoy Leslie, Mariah, Andrews.
Hello, welcome Joshua Tree Folk School. Yes, you heard me. That was from 1987 when I wrote that little piece. Oh yeah, you heard me right. I was only 11 and 5/8 years old. That's how old I was. My name is Leslie Mariah Andrews, and welcome to our show. Anyhow, at that same tender age of 11, I learned a few Beatles songs, but I was completely self-taught from that moment on. But the couple of months that preceded, my Uncle Edward and my father showed me how to play guitar. But it took a very long time before any family member took me seriously that I knew how to play any instrument. By 1989, I had begun to write songs that would stick with me indefinitely. I had written a few songs the year before, but I threw them away after writing them thinking, this sucks. I was only 13 and a half. Puberty struck me like lightning. And I was so confused about myself. Okay, I didn't start off as Leslie Mariah Andrews. I was born with a very unfit name that I hate to utter because it sounded like fingernails on the blackboard. I was now discovering that I was not who my family expected me to be. I lived through a time when coming out in high school meant signing your own death warrant. Group therapy counselors warned the other kids not to repeat anything outside of this room. But do they listen? No. So I wrote this song. It was inspired by John Lennon's Nowhere Man, which was self-identifying to him, looking at how he failed his first marriage, he failed his firstborn son. But when I sang it to the other kids at school, I denied that I wrote it about myself. But in truth, I actually did. This is a song called Peculiar World. This is a very pleasant world, the best ride out of the other worlds. Life is mostly fine all the time, but problems run along the way. There are problems happening every day. Not much could be done about it, it don't always pay. But for a young man who no one wants to help, he lives a terrible life, he might soon go astray. Soon go astray. He lives in a peculiar world. He dwells out in a peculiar world. He is trapped in a peculiar world. Ain't no way out of this peculiar world. Peculiar world. No one helps him find the girl of his dreams. He'll never find her, just as it seems. No one gives a damn, his life is so unswell. No one gives a care, what the hell? A peculiar world. He is trapped in a peculiar world. He is living in a peculiar world. Ain't no way out of this peculiar world. Peculiar world. It's a world without women, a world without sex, a world without pleasure, nothing coming next. A world without no one, a world so unswell, a world that's so lonely, a world like hell. In the future, he winds up gay. Doesn't care what to do, has he may. He lives in a peculiar world. He dwells out in a peculiar world. He is trapped in a peculiar world. Ain't no way out of this peculiar world. This peculiar world. Those are the exact words that I wrote in 1989, exactly around May, in fact, this month. So that song is exactly about, 32 years old. Wow, it's an old song. Oh yeah. But then again, speaking of John Lennon, the book Alice in Wonderland, in addition to the Disney movies, got him through his adolescence. Not to compare myself to John Lennon, but it was the TV show Small Wonder that was my equilibrium. The show was about a modern-day Geppetto who created a robot that he wanted to create as close to a real human girl. I deep down wanted to be that girl. I wanted to have invincible powers and to do extraordinary things that she did. Years later, in my adult years, I named my first real band after that TV show, but we'll get there later. Yes, I wrote countless songs about that TV show back in the day, but only few survived into my current playlist. Some were rewritten about different topics. But one of my surviving tunes from those early days was a Richard Carpenter-inspired song that I made up, expressing in simple words why I loved the show Small Wonder so much. All my friends hated that show at the time, but whatever. The song is simply called For a Lady. I haven't played it in so long, sorry. Here we go. have been through hard and times, but now I found my way. Looking through each window, almost each and every day, searching for my weaknesses by living through every one. My heart must seek a lady love before my time is gone. I must follow every path that I find until I'm pleased within my own mind. I must find my true love from a power high above. Meeting you was once a dream, but now it's almost true. Everything has come and gone, but what has not changed is you. I don't care what others say, my love for you is here to stay. No one can change the deal, for my love for you is real. I don't care what others say, my love for you is here to stay. No one can change the deal, for my love for you is real. You used to hide in the cabinet when you were feeling so ashamed, but now you've grown into a woman so refined and so tame. I love your golden auburn hair and your eyes like bright stars here and there. You have become so beautiful, so beautiful everywhere. Now I close with these few words, these words I mean, oh so true. For I have always wanted to share my life with you. All right. Oh, yes. By the time the year 1995 came along, my family had relocated to the Coachella Valley from the Pomona Valley, where I had been since 19... It was a time when I had grown spiritual for a bit. I attempted to be a fundamental Christian at one point during high school, but the death of Freddie Mercury snapped me out of it. I refused to believe he was gay until I read a book about it that I bought later on. However, it was the death of Kurt Cobain that made me realize that I only have one shot at becoming myself in this current lifetime. So before I arrived in the desert, I wrote this song that was not only inspired by Kurt Cobain, but at the time there was a highlighted story about Lorena Bobbitt, who was best known for slaying the evil serpent. I don't want to be a liar, drowning in a lake of fire. I cannot hide behind a mask, covered in this blanket of ash. It's not in my race, and it's not in my face. It's something that is in between. If you know what I mean. Something I don't wanna have no more. It's something dragging to the floor. It gets so big and it gets so small. I wish I never had one at all. It's controlled by the devil himself. I like to kill it, mount it on a shelf. Instead of furs or fancy rock, I would trade it for a heart-shaped bar. I wish I never felt this way. I wish I never felt this way. Serpent bothers me all the time. It don't cooperate with my mind. World has been too shattered and torn. Have been cursed since the day I was born. Wish I never felt this way. I wish I never felt. I'd rather suffer from yeast than to turn into a beast. I'd rather bleed in between than to turn so very mean. I wish I never felt this way. I wish I never felt this way. Oh, I wish I didn't feel this way. All right. Okay. However, it was in my early days of living in the desert when I was trying to be spiritual, and I wrote a few great songs. Some of them will be sung later in this session by my longtime musical crime partner, who you will be introduced to in a short while. But if there was one very powerful song that I wrote that very year of 1996, shortly before this Pokemon began to evolve, it was inspired by Marianne Williamson, and where I used to attend the Church of Religious Science in Palm Desert, I was trying to get this song to be sung by one of their people. However, due to a lot of snubbery from folks around me, plus failure to get into the music scene, just like I failed to in Rancho Cucamonga in 1993, I felt terribly discouraged at this time, and this song was never heard by anybody else until the year 2011. However, it's a top favorite of mine that some of you already know, simply called Return to Love. After years of struggle, it's time to return to where we were before the towers began to burn. Now it's time to think about where we're going, following the path where the wind is blowing. Where were we before we started to fight? Were we wondering what's either wrong or right? It's no use by living our lives in the past, or else our good is never gonna last. Return to love, that's what we've gotta do. Return to love and let the battle end. Return to love, what we gotta do. Return to love and learn to live again. Some believe in goddesses, while some believe in gods. Some believe in rainbows, some believe in clouds. Some are faithful, some never pray. Some are still searching for today. Return to love, that's what we gotta do. Return to love and let the battle end. Return to love, what we gotta do. Return to love, learn to live again. We are one together, no matter what you say. We are all the same, no matter how we pray. From the midnight forest to the land of the sun, joy has arrived, your peace has come. Return to love, it's what we gotta do. Return to love. Let the battle end. Return to love. What we gotta do. Return to love and learn to live again. I could see some people singing along to that song. I was right. However, at the eve of turning 21 that very year, I realized that there was no future for me being a male. I had decided to finally begin the process of transitioning into what eventually became Leslie Mariah Andrews. My middle name was sort of an accident because I got wasted and buzzed at the age of 17, and when a stranger came up and asked me my name, I accidentally said Mariah Carey. Okay, I was not a big follower of Mariah Carey. I did like her first 2 albums, but I don't want to knock other people's musical taste. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to praise everybody. The name just stuck, and I decided to just attach it to my full-blown name. Andrews, my last name, was chosen to honor the Andrews sisters, a trio of ladies who inspired so many wonderful girl groups later on in many future generations, including Diana Ross and the Supremes, the Pointer Sisters, etc. However, it took my family almost 2 decades to finally accept me. My father was a police officer, and he was very macho. He was fearing that his reputation would suffer. I attempted to help other transgender people in 2000 when I first ventured out on my own. I got fed up with living a double life, denying it around my parents and being somebody else to the rest of the world. I had so many wonderful people in my life at the time. My best friend back then was Viola Wills, a popular singer in the LGBT community that made Palm Springs her home base. And she encouraged me to continue getting into music, but I just kind of wonder why I didn't push it so much back then. My family was musically active, but when it came to sharing talents, I was rivaled and discouraged. My folks told me, you can't sing. My uncles told me, you can't sing. My friends told me, you can't sing. So I gave up. But I was still working on it a little bit. Unfortunately, I made vicious enemies in my own community, having conflicts over what a transgender person should be like. Sad to say, I was around a darker side of the community in those days, who believed that if you were not in it for sex, you don't deserve to transition. It was not a good situation. I tried to live in Joshua Tree for a very brief period in 2002, but never really gave the place a chance, and I first moved to Bullhead City that year. I later moved to Las Vegas in 2005, and I was finally active in the community, the transgender community again. I felt at home there for a while, but eventually it didn't work out, and the city was just too fast-paced for me. I tried their music scene, but I was rejected from 3 bands. But inspired by the club scene of Las Vegas, I wrote this following song about how you can be an inspirational person to your community without having to resort to the dark side. I'm not trying to shame anybody who works in the sex industry, especially if you're transgender, but I simply wrote this song about how other examples are just as valid, simply called No Tricks Required. You're a different woman, you haven't been one for long. You try to fight off those who led you wrong. The world can't take you, you haven't yet to begun to follow the beat of your drum. Look to an answer, look into a prayer. You'll find that your response is just standing there. No tricks required to live this life. You don't have to stand out on the edge of a knife. No tricks required to make ends meet. You don't have to sell your trade on the corner street. No tricks required to earn your reward. Don't have to stay out late or play real hard. No tricks required. You're free to be. Around the corner you'll find a key. No tricks required to live this life. You don't have to stand out on the edge of a knife. No tricks required to make ends meet. You don't have to sell your trade on the corner street. No tricks required to earn your reward. Don't have to stay out late to play real hard. Don't play real hard. Oh yeah. 2006 was like the year 1941 to me, in the sense that it was like doomsday. After becoming homeless in 2005 by no fault of my own, I was taken hostage by a coworker who was up to no good. After careful negotiations, my father was able to help me get out of that situation. However, my life was forever altered. I tried music again, only that to fail once more. Hardcore medications led to me not touching a musical instrument for almost 3 years. However, if it was not for the courage of Ted Quinn, whom I met in 2010 while moving back to the Joshua Tree area, I would not be here. He was probably one of the very first folks to tell me something, to say that I had something to offer musically. And so the rest is history. I followed Teddy with every open mic project that he was involved with for a long, long time that followed. But the following year, 2011, an admiring fan of my music named Tara Young decided to open up a project, a musical project, which led to the meeting of my current musical partner, Leanka Kaanoi. And thus, the Small Wonder Experience was born. So now, let's turn this over and let me introduce to you, once again, the one and only, irreplaceable Leanka Kaanoi.
Yeah.
And now, would you like to say a few words?
I don't know about all that. I don't know what words I'm going to say, but no, I met Leslie, I don't know, a long time ago.
10 years ago.
10 years ago. And we were playing with Terry Young at the time, and we're called, Small Wonder Experience. And it was an experience, definitely an experience. And we've known each other that long, we played with each other that long, musically. And I couldn't ask for a better music partner. She can play absolutely everything, anything, and that was the gist of it. And we've gotten better as we've, I guess,
As we've progressed.
We've gone through a lot of people leaving, coming on, and now it's just us two. I'm here and she's in Arizona, and I get to Arizona every once in a while.
That's right.
I didn't know I was going to say anything, but
Yeah.
I mean-
She's joined me a couple times out there in Bullhead City and Kingman, out there in that region.
I mean, I'm undergoing cancer treatment right now here, so that's one reason why I'm here for, the time being.
Let's give her a big hand. All right, let's get the show going. Now the fun part has begun. Would you like to sing first?
Let's do this New Year's Day.
All right. The song that we're going to do now, I admit I did not write 100%, but it was written by our colleague, Tara Young, but she and I decided to rewrite. Actually, there was a second verse, but it was never really, Tara never played it to us, so we decided to write an alternate one that suits our situation a little bit better. I don't even remember what year it was we redid that, but it had to have been at least about 5-6 years ago when we came up with the second verse. Was it?
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember. It's been a blur. It's called New Year's Day.
Oh, sorry.
That's not supposed to happen.
did they say? What did they say? What did they say? Oh God, my world's been broken. I've been stolen from those who needed me. I try to guide them, I try to enlighten. Somehow you never listen to me. What is it you want me to do? To stand up and rise up and face reality and put them in their place. To save my space, to ease my pain away. What did they say? What did they say? What did they say? Ah, I can feel.
I want you to save me. I'm living up all this negativity. My mind is twinging and I'm just singing, begging for you to help me. What is it you want me to feel? To realize, transparent to you and for me. A solid ladder, 3 chairs and a door to climb through and take my pain away.
What did they say? What did they say? What did they say?
I can hear you. Thank you.
All right.
I'm a little shaky tonight for some reason, and my voice is a little raspy. I have no idea why, because I've been fine, but I don't know. So, apologize for that.
Thank you. All right. Next up,
I don't know.
whatever you feel like singing.
Ferris wheel.
The song is called Ferris Wheel. Make a move, far right. Look up to the right, you're about to get on. We can see into the future. 0, 3, and 9. Proceed to ride on the Ferris wheel for the last time. It's easy to ride, I'm sad for you, but I didn't cry. She was talking about everything all at once. It's only natural. Total silence, total grief, heart
That was a song originally, actually 100% written by Tara Young, our colleague from Misguided, aka the Small Wonder Experience. Right? And here's another one of her songs, but it's original because it's not commercial. Otherwise, if it were commercial and we're playing it right now, those sirens would be coming to this door and we'd all be locked up. All right, here we go.
It's called Fortune Cookie. You are my lover. You are my friend. I know you'll take care of me until the end. So
I did. Hey, hey.
You were wondering what I haven't said. You were hoping that I haven't seen it.
I did. I did. Hey, hey.
I could love you, but I'm going away. You shouldn't be here. I don't want you to stay, so please go away, away. Thank you. This is called Are You Looking for the Light?
This one I wrote back in 1994.
There you go. Are you victimized by a force that always controls you? Are you hypnotized and doing something you don't want to? Are you victim by a power that thinks of you loudly? Are you afraid that a force above you is working too slowly? Are you looking for the Are you looking for the light? Are you looking for the light that shines in the darkness?
You can sing some more later. But I want to do some drum.
Yeah.
All right. How much more time do we have left? Got 10 minutes. It takes about 10 minutes in the morning. It takes about 10 minutes at night. Will you believe in me? Will you see me? Will you love me in the morning? I don't really care what you're going through. It's nothing special, nothing new. I don't really care what you're going through. Nothing special, nothing new. I got to see your face in the morning. I got to see it next to mine. Will you believe in me? Will you see me? Will you love me in the morning? I don't really care what you're going through. Nothing special, nothing new. I don't really care what you're going through. Nothing special, nothing new. It takes about 10 minutes in the morning. It takes about 10 minutes at night. Will you see me? Will you need me? Will you love me in the morning? In the morning. In the morning. All right. Since we've got the clock's running out, and I want to say thank you to all of you who have been part of this act. I want to say before we do two little things. One would be a medley of local songs plus my most famous song of all. That's how we're going to close the show. But I want to say that when it comes to original music, Joshua Tree still rules the roost when it comes to original artists. So if you're looking for an original artist vibe, Joshua Tree's #1. If you're looking for top 40 artists and cover bands, look elsewhere.
Look at Lala.
Of course. Since 2019, October of 19, I had to relocate back to Bullhead City, where I've been. And I'm very grateful for the musical community that I took part of over there. And not to compare, because I'm not to, but I like to say that I'm thankful for all the friends who are there in Bullhead, who have supported me as well in my short time, but continuing time over there. But I always will have a home here in Joshua Tree, even though it's where my family live and my friends live. But it's good to have the best of both worlds. And I'm very grateful for all of you for inviting me. And now to say a little grateful gratitude for all my friends, I'd like to sing a little medley of local artists. I will go into the garden. I'm not afraid of any ordinary ghost. I'm not alone. I've got my cell phone. I won't fall down. I won't fall down. I got my fairy wings. I'm dancing with the stars tonight. Dancing with dancing with the stars tonight, tonight. Let's dance all night in California. Let's dance all night to the morning light, to the morning light. In the desert, by the sea, in the desert, where everyone can be free. You're a free man, even though you're a working man. You're a free man, even though you're a working man. Like paying pizza to pay for all if you wanna have fun at all. Like making beans from no beans, we gotta live between your means. To be a free man, even though you're a working man. Be a free man. Hey, Mr. Oil Man, what's the fuss? You drive around in your Volkswagen bus. Got no money, no house, no home. Now you gotta take away my phone. How do you sleep at night? How do you sleep without your money? You count no sheep. Everything is just so heavily weighted. Everything is just so badly made. Oh, 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 pretty tarot. Oh, pretty tarot. Oh, pretty tarot. I know just how you feel, just like an alien girl. You know it isn't real. It's just a misguided world. Oh, oh, pretty tarot. Oh, pretty tarot. Oh, pretty tarot. You're all so pretty, all of you. I want to thank you all for being here. I see so many faces, so many people remember me, and I remember you too. Thank you, Teddy Quinn, for me making this possible 10 years ago. Thank you, Leanka, for making this possible. And now, I think we're going to close tonight with the song that's even catching on over there in Bullhead City, Arizona. Are you ready, folks? Yeah. Cat dip, cat nap, cat cuddle, cat nip, cat nip, cat nap, cat cuddle, cat nip. I like to smoke my catnip 'cause it feels so good. Feels so good. Feels so good. I like to smoke my catnip 'cause it feels so good. Feels so good to me. Catnip, catnap, cat cuddle, catnip, catnip, catnap, cat cuddle, catnap. I like to take a cat nap 'cause it feels so good. Feels so good. Feels so good. I like to take a cat nap 'cause it feels so good. Feels so good to me. Catnip, catnap, cat cuddle, catnip, catnip, catnap, cat cuddle, catnip. I like to cat cuddle 'cause I'm all alone. All alone. All alone. I like to cat cuddle 'cause I'm all alone. All alone. At home. Thank you. Good night. God bless you. Leanka Harris Kaanoi, give her one big hand. Thank you. Ted Quinn, give him a big hand. And all of you, give this help. Thank you, Teddy. Encore? Sleepless? An encore. Sleepless in Joshua Tree. I've been drifting in this lonely sea of tears. No attempt at love in nearly 10 years. I wonder if I'll ever feel a kiss from a real true love that won't dismiss. My last love took me for a ride, an experience worse than suicide, for things that I would never do. She accused me of not being true. Living in this desert so bright, I wonder if I'll ever see the light. But when it comes to finding true love, so hard to find through this push and shove. No need to feel so sorry for me, experiencing the powers that be. It's time I turn my crown around. So glad I came to town. I'm sleepless in Joshua Tree, and I don't know where to start. True love has yet to find me. Her prejudice is blinding my heart. I'm sleepless in Joshua Tree, and I don't know where to start. No one takes a chance with me. I'm fading away in the dark. You say my fashion sense is out of date. I never take a fashion risk. my vintage style leads to much debate. I wonder if you ever think it's risky, looking for somebody to love me, someone who would understand. Her prejudice is so blinded that you'll never understand. I'm sleepless in Joshua Tree, and I don't know where to start. True love has yet to find me. Prejudice is blinding my heart. Sleepless in Joshua Tree, I don't know where to start. True love has yet to find me. I'm fading away in the dark. True love never takes a chance on me. I'm fading away in the dark. Thank you. All right. I see we have a latecomer just as the show just about ended. Pinky, good to see you. Patty, I miss you. It's been a long time.
Miss you too.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to thank the people that put this on tonight and letting us use the area. I heard that, I don't know, we need to have more musical things here, I believe, because I miss it. Miss everybody. I'm glad to see everybody right now. I haven't seen Barrett in a long time. I've been I've been in my room. Anyways, thank you. Enjoy the night.
If any of you stop by Laughlin or Bullhead City, please give me a call. I'll put a show on for you over there. Thank you.